Now, this is the body of Alexander Muzychka, shot dead while resisting arrest by Ukrainian police. A violent end to a life that was marked by his militancy, intimidation and radical nationalism. He was the local leader of the neo-Nazi group Right Sector and was prominent in the violent coup that forced President Yanukovych from power. Now, with more details about his death, here's RT's Alexei Yaroshevsky, who joins me here in the studio. Alexei, good to see you again. Further developments, what's the latest?
Well, we know that Muzychka died as a result of a gunfight when police raided a cafe in the western Ukrainian city of Rovno, where he and his friends were having a dinner. The gunfight started. Muzychka actually jumped from the window, tried to fight back at the police. Just minutes later, he was shot dead by the policeman, who clearly said that the Interior Ministry said that he was resisting arrest and he was shooting back at the police. It may have seemed just as a regular crime-fighting episode in the life of Ukraine, but if we consider the words of Muzychka himself, he published about 10 days ago online that he actually predicted his death. Let's have a listen.
The General Prosecutor's Office has ordered the Interior Ministry to remove its political opponents. They plan to start with me. They'll either do the killing themselves or capture me alive and hand me over to the Russian Special Services and let them do it.
Well, not only the manner of his death, but also information we have received from RIA Novosti agency, which quoted a source within the security service, the SBU, which is definitely not the Interior Ministry, but a separate body, which said that it was never a plan to arrest Muzychka, it was a plan to execute him. Whether this suggests internal fighting within the people who actually ousted the previous regime is still a question, but here's where it gets more interesting. Official representative of the Right Sector in Western Ukraine has just informed the local agencies that the Right Sector in Western Ukraine will retaliate to the Interior Ministry of Avakov personally for the death of Alexander Muzychka. They all but declared war on the Interior Ministry.
Well, why would the Interior Ministry have reason to go after him in this way?
Just to give you an idea what kind of man Muzychka was, I'll give you a quote from the 90s when he was fighting on the side of Chechen militants in Chechnya against Russians. Back then he said on camera that he would, until blood runs through his veins, he would kill Russians, Jews and communists. He certainly was a violent man, but even if we take the past several months, he crossed many lines within Ukraine. He stormed sessions of local administrations, he threatened people with guns, he even made direct threats to the Interior Ministry himself. Let's listen to one of his most popular videos online.
No one tells us when to bear arms and when not to. You didn't give them to us, and you won't take them away. You want to take away my gun? You want to take away my rifle? You want to take away my knife? You come here and take it. The Right Sector's fighters are ready. I will destroy anyone who comes here. I will hang the Interior Minister Avakov like a dog.
Well, of course, Alexei, this isn't the only instance of his violent behaviour in front of the cameras. There was a recent incident, wasn't there, when he stormed into a local prosecutor's office in Western Ukraine, demanding to see the official. Let's see how he dealt with the young employee that he found there.
So that's what Alexander Muzychka was like. Of course, I was surprised to see him at Independence Square, although it was quite understandable that some part of the protesters there were hardline nationalists, and Muzychka, of course, wasn't the most dangerous one there. The biggest question right now is, provided this latest statement coming from Right Sector in Western Ukraine, that they all but declared war on the Interior Minister, whether this could escalate into something more violent than we have already seen.
Alexei, thank you very much. RT's Alexei Yaroshevsky.